This is the Glass House. Driving along the winding coastal road, you see the house long before you reach it. While comfortable in its nature reserve surroundings, there is an undeniable James Bond wow factor. Set on its own north-facing peninsula among the dunes of a small village of Rooi, this marvel of design takes the beach house genre to new territories. Park inside the garage set under the dunes, walk across the giant floating granite slabs, and your anticipation mounts until you're standing at the entrance, astounded. Glass on all four sides, with automated shutters that close at the touch of a keypad. The entire house opens up onto the deck. The surrounding landscape isn't a separate element but becomes part of the house. An expanse of sky, the sea stretching into the distance, with the mountain standing firm beside you and hazily sketched on the horizon. Architect George Elphick and the owner, friends for many years, had big ideas right from the get-go. And like all great ideas, theirs came to life over a good lunch. Armed with a pen and a paper napkin, they drew a sketch that was just the beginning of a 4-year project. We wanted to create a building that captured a unique holiday experience, embracing its remarkable location, says Elphick. Mission accomplished. This house is certainly unique. Looking out across the kaleidoscope waters of False Bay, with not a neighbor in sight, the property is flanked by the ocean on 3 sides. It's not unusual during whale season to see southern right whales from both sides of the house. In all elements of design, simplicity is king. Maintaining a minimal environmental footprint was a key consideration. That's why the house floats above the site, rather than being embedded in it, notes its architect. He's right. There is an airness to the design. Not a single brick was used, and the steel structure, an unusual choice for a beach house, was chosen to generate lightness. The simple interiors, ashwood, plenty of glass, screed floors, are the perfect partner for the setting. After all, with this kind of beauty on your doorstep, why have any distractions? The entertainment room, wine cellar, gym and sauna are all placed downstairs. Upstairs there are no diversions. It's the ultimate zen-like space for summer downtime. Engaging in this level of minimalism is not usual with clients, admits Elphick. Like a character from a sci-fi flick, The Matrix, the interior has space-altering powers. The owner, who spent a year studying architecture, lived in Japan and was inspired by the modular design of tatami mats and shoji screens that enable spaces to be linked and separated. One moment the entire house is an extended open space. The next, screens slide forward to break up the room into separate sections of living area and 4 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom. Thanks to the slender banana design of the roof, Hunklip Mountain is visible from any interior space. That's why the roof is shaped like that, says Elphick. It's lifting its skirt towards the mountains. The design piece de resistance is the automated shutters that wrap around the house. They swing up to a 90-degree angle, offering shade and uninterrupted views. When down, they lock to provide security, meaning you can lie in a bed with all the doors open, feel the sea breeze, listen to the waves and be secure at the same time. Elphick's favorite part of the design is the intangible. It's the open space rather than the thing, he explains. When the building is completely open and all the screens are hidden away, that for me is the tour de force of the design. He admits that it could be difficult to live in a building with this level of openness full-time, but his home is not for day-to-day life. It's geared around the vision of a beautiful hot Cape summer, with everything open and naturally ventilated. Then, like it's sitting underneath an umbrella on the beach, for those magical summer days, it's truly a remarkable single-space beach house. Due to its nature reserve location, the house was intended to be a gentle presence rather than a grand statement. Steel was used for the main structure, one of the reasons being that the building has large, cantilevered decks and needed a very light roof. To protect the steel from the elements, this isn't called the Cape of Storms for nothing, a unique galvanizing and coating technique was used. the first time ever attempted in South Africa. It was a risk, but it paid off, says the architect. The deck is a dreamy place to lie back and soak up the in-your-face grandeur of the natural surroundings. The color palette of the house reflects the natural tones of the nature reserve, a man-made extension of the landscape. The main bedroom and bathroom, a combination of glass, ashwood, and ocean views. Apart from the sanitary ware, everything in the house is bespoke. The bathrooms are automated and run off a specific keypad. There are no taps or light switches, and the bathroom has automatic lights. If space, tranquility, and privacy are key, this generous modern home is worth a closer look. It is positioned in the best location on the rocky north-facing point of Rooi on the False Bay coastline in Cape Town. Rooi is a small seaside village situated on the eastern side of False Bay, about 20 kilometers from Gordons Bay, along the scenic coastal road and 5 kilometers north of Pringle Bay. The number of proclaimed urban is smaller, and the average size larger than those in other villages along the same coastline. As a rough indication, Rooi approximately 300 urban, Pringle Bay at 1700, Betty's Bay at 3000 and Claymont at 3300. This, together with the varied terrain and topography, makes the village somewhat unique. It is also true that Rooi live particularly close to nature, enjoying more than their share of both summer and winter winds, watching spectacular surf breaking over the rocks in winter and relaxing under crystal clear night skies, unpolluted by street and other lights. All this in a village bounded by spectacular mountain ranges and a coastline stretching out over False Bay to the distant mountains on the other side of the bay, often silhouetted against the beautiful sunsets. Rooi falls within the Cocklebur Biosphere Reserve, which is the floristic heart of the smallest of the world's floral kingdoms, the Cape Floral Kingdom. This reserve covers an area of about 100,000 hectares and has the highest density of different plant species in the world. The South American rainforest is the second. Over 1,800 different plant species occur in the reserve, of which 77 are endemic. That is, occur nowhere else in the world. Cocklebur was the first biosphere reserve to be recognized in Southern Africa in 1998 and forms part of UNESCO's worldwide network of such reserves. Biosphere reserves have been described as living experiments in sustainability, tasks with the role of showing the world how to survive. Alternatively, they are there to meet one of the most challenging issues facing our planet. Further details can be found in the downloadable investor pack on the High Street Auction Company website. This property will be going on auction at Summer Place at 69 Melville Road, Hyde Park on the 28th of July at 12 noon.